Hi everybody, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. So Blizzard have just shown off the brand new opening cinematic for Warlords of Draenor, and it was phenomenal. It really was. I was never going to be disappointed by it. Blizzard make amazing cutscenes, and I'm sure it's going to be up for all to view shortly. I'm not going to put it on my channel because, you know, it kind of breaches copyright and things like that. But if you want to see it, go to Blizz. Go to Blizzard's website, watch it at the source. Watch it as it was intended to be. Showed some awesome stuff with Manaroth, with Gul'dan, with Grom, and somebody else. We'll just leave it at somebody else if you haven't seen it. And it was really, really cool. My most awed, moment, jaw-dropping moment was when you actually saw the construction of the Dark Portal. That was something quite special. But more importantly, for the people that just want to get into the game and get playing the game, is the official launch date for Warlords of Draenor has been announced, and boy was I close. I was really close. I'm pretty proud of myself. I guessed that it would be Tuesday or Monday night going into Tuesday, which would have been the 4th of November. That's when I kind of called it. I said at the latest it's going to be probably the 11th of November. Uber close. It's going to be the 13th of November. Interesting day of release because, it's a Thursday. Normally they kind of do it on the reset days. But, just FYI. So, yes, Thursday the 13th of November is going to be the official launch date. That's filled me with confidence. I know it's still a ways off, and I told people if you were expecting it to be September, you're in a dream world. October, like I said, was going to be the dark horse month to see whether or not they were going to try and push it for that to have everyone ready for the 10th year anniversary event. But with it being released on the 13th of November, you've got a week or 10 days before the 10th anniversary celebrations begin. And then in those celebrations, of course, you're going to have the souped up Molten Core to level 100. So Molten Core will be level 100. South Shore versus Taran Mill should be level 100 as well, Battleground. So yeah, you've got plenty of time. It took me about 3 or 4 days to level up, probably about 20 hours in total, 25 hours to level up from level 90 to 100. So even if you play 3 or 4 hours a night, you're going to be there or thereabouts by time the event happens. So 13th of November, again, I said it filled me full of confidence because in my eyes, this gives Blizzard all the time they need. It legitimately gives them the time that they need to fix the beta. And I will stress, I don't mean that in a nasty manner whatsoever. Beta is beta, and the whole point of beta is discovering bugs, of finding solutions to the bugs, seeing what works, see what doesn't work, see what needs tweaking, and all this kind of jazz. And there's plenty on here which does need work, but in a nice way. Because the core of the beta, what I've played so far, content-wise, I have found amazing. I have really, really enjoyed. It's by far the greatest leveling up experience I've ever had in World of Warcraft. I really found myself attached and engaged to the storylines. The zones were just magnificent to level in, and every zone is unique, and even within the zone there are multiple areas within the zone itself which feel unique to the zone. When you go into Spires of Iraq, you don't just see one area and think that's Spires. They're all different types of areas. Same with Shadowmoon Valley, same with Tanaan, etc, etc, and all that kind of stuff. So I think putting the release date at 13th of November is very savvy indeed. We've got 3 months or so until it comes out. We're in August now, September, October, November. Yes, so pretty much got 3 months to the day. They've got a quarter to get everything working, everything tested, and I think that's the right decision. So although it's still 3 months off, we've got to delve into some sad news. It means that Mr. Pandaria will be with us for the longest we've ever had an expansion. 2 years and 2 months. But more importantly and more worryingly it means that we will have the final patch with no new content for 14 months. And Blizzard, that is simply unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable in a subscription-based MMO. I know they've been doing feelers out there saying, yes, it was expected. All these numbers of drop-off of subscribers are expected. Trust me, there is some worry going on behind the scenes at Blizzard. Trust me on that. They are not happy at the way that things are going down. They're not happy at the way that the subscription numbers are absolutely tumbling at a rate of knots. And what's more worrying is whether or not the people that have left have decided enough is enough. Blizzard do not support this game enough for me to come back at launch. They may say, great, yeah, Warlords of Draenor's coming out in 3 months' time, but I'm not going to resubscribe probably until 6 months. When I know that I've got a plethora of content to play, and by the time I've gone through all that content, then maybe there might be a little bit more. And when they release that content, it's probably going to be the final content they give us, and then I'll leave the game again. So we just do not know how people are going to respond in returning to Warlords of Draenor. Are the numbers going to go from 6.8 million now, further down by the time Warlords is released, or is it going to get a little bit of an upturn due to some hype, cinematic hype, release date hype, all this kind of stuff? Plenty for the bigwigs at Blizzard to discuss. But all I can say is, if they do go through another extended period like this of no content, then they can kiss the game goodbye. They really can. I think this is the last time that the community is going to accept this. There is too much choice out there. There is too much diversity out there for this community, even the WoW community, as strong as it is, to allow Blizzard to get away with 14 months of no content. It's unacceptable. And fingers crossed they're understanding this, and fingers crossed we're actually going to get some genuine, proper support in Warlords of Draenor. We're going to get content patches at regular but decent and acceptable times. You know, I'm not saying 4 patches a year, 3 patches a year probably would have been good enough, but it's got to go into patch 6.5. It's got to go into patch 6.6, if you ask me, especially if we're going to be looking at another 2 years worth of an expansion, which always seems to be the case, no matter how often Blizzard say, yeah, we want it every 12 months to 18 months. That clearly indicates it ain't going to happen. So cinematic, awesome. Release date, I'm happy with it because I think it allows Blizzard plenty of time to get everything absolutely polished and spick and spam ready for launch. Are you still subscribed to the World of Warcraft? Are you intrigued to come back to the World of Warcraft on a release date if you're not? Or are you going to do this, well, look, I might as well leave it another 6 months after launch because they don't support the game enough for me to come back right now. I need to see what content and what support is put into the new expansion in those 6 months. I'll be very intrigued to hear your comments down below. So I want to hear it all. Release date comments, cinematic comments. Are you subscribed? Are you hyped? Are you not subscribed? Are you going to come back straight away? Or are you going to give it a period of time to see how well Blizzard support this expansion? And fingers crossed we don't get another Mr. Pandaria debacle. So I hope you enjoyed the vid. If you do, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook and twitch.tv/HeelvsBabyface for live Warlords of Draenor beta streaming. Still got 3 more months of it to go. And I shall be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.